Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everything is alright with you. I know I've been missing for 1 month from here, but next week I'll probably will come back with Plague of Aquarium. So I hope you didn't miss me because I missed you guys a lot. But besides that, I'm here to tell you which fresh and amazing games are coming in August, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like more than one game because usually during summer there's not much big games coming, but this year we have. So let's come with me and let's take a look to see what's coming. I honestly didn't expect Titan Quest 2 to become one of the most anticipated RPG of the month, but here we are. This time the story revolves around Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, who has completely disrupted the balance of the world. You are fighting through ancient Greece, dealing with mythical creatures, ruined temples, and a world that feels much darker than the original game. The gameplay is exactly what action RPG fans want. Explore, fight, collect loot, and constantly improve your build. The interesting part is that there are no fixed classes. You combine two different masteries to create your own character, so you can mix melee combat, magic, range weapons, and different abilities however you want. The combat looks heavier and more tactical than the first game, with dodging, positioning, and timing playing a much bigger role. There are also hidden bosses, side quests, and plenty of optional areas to explore. What makes this one stand out is that it feels like a modern action RPG without losing the mythical identity that made the original Titan Quest so memorable. Now I have a feeling this game is going to surprise a lot of people. Beast of Reincarnation is set in a post-apocalyptic version of Japan where humanity is barely hanging on. You play as Emma, a warrior traveling with a mysterious wolf companion called Ku. And together you are trying to stop a corruption that has transformed creatures and landscapes into something terrifying. The combat looks fast and aggressive, with sword-based melee attacks, mobility-focused movements, and abilities that seem connected to your companion. Exploration is a huge part of the experience too, with large environments, hidden paths, and enemies that look more like mythical beasts than traditional monsters. What really stands out is the atmosphere. It has that lonely, dangerous journey vibe where every new area feels like it has its own story. Okay, this is not just another Marvel game. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is a 4 vs 4 tag team fighting game where you build a team of Marvel characters and switch between them during battle. The roster includes heroes and villains, and each fighter has their own unique abilities, combos, and assist mechanics. The gameplay is clearly inspired by competitive fighting games, so it's not just about mashing buttons. The team composition, timing, and character synergy seems to be a huge part of the strategy. The coolest part is the anime-inspired art and style. Marvel characters have been completely reimagined with a much more stylized look, which makes the whole game stand out immediately. I still can't believe this series made the backyard insects terrifying. Grounded 2 takes the survival formula from the first game and expands it in a much bigger way. You are still tiny, still surrounded by giant bugs, but now the world is larger, more dangerous, and full of new underground areas to explore. You will still gather resources, build bases, craft weapons and armor, and fight everything from spiders to completely new creatures. The co-op side looks like a major focus again, which is honestly where this game shines the most. One thing I really like is that exploration actually feels rewarding. Every new area can unlock new materials, gear upgrades, and ways to survive. Some games don't need an introduction, and Oblivion is definitely one of them. This is the classic Elder Scrolls RPG rebuilt for modern hardware, bringing back Cyrodiil the Oblivion Gates, and one of the most memorable fantasy worlds Bethesda has ever created. You can still create any kind of character you want, join different builds, learn magic, use swords, bows, or completely ignore the main quests for dozens of hours. That freedom is still the biggest reason people love this game. And yes, I'm pretty sure half of the community is going to spend more time doing side quests than actually saving the world. Now this is probably the one I'm most excited about. Mafia the Old Country goes back to the origins of the Sicilian Mafia in the earlier 90s. You play as Enzo Favara, a young man trying to build a life inside a brutal criminal organization, where loyalty and betrayal can be a matter of life and death. Unlike the previous games, this one seems much more focused on storytelling and historical atmosphere, so expect gunfights, stealth, horseback travel, and close-range combat, but the real focus is the rise through the ranks of the Mafia. What makes this game interesting is that it isn't trying to be a massive open-world sandbox. Developers have said it's a more focused cinematic experience. Nothing says teamwork like getting chased by a xenomorph. Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 continues the co-op survival shooter formula, sending squads into missions filled with massive alien swarms and much more dangerous enemy types. The sequel looks bigger, faster, and far more chaotic. You'll choose different marine classes, customize weapons, unlock abilities, and coordinate with your team to survive increasingly difficult encounters. Positioning, ammo management, and teamwork are clearly a huge part of the experience, and the best part is that the Aliens universe naturally creates tension. Even when nothing is happening, you are expecting something to jump out of a vent at any second. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. I already know this is going to destroy a lot of people's free time, and this collection brings back some of the most important games in the Metal Gear series, including classic stealth missions, legendary boss fights, and all of the conspiracy-filled storytelling the franchise is known for. The gameplay is still built around stealth, gadgets, camouflage, and finding creative ways to avoid or eliminate enemies. Even today, many of these mechanics still feel surprisingly advanced, and for a lot of players this is basically a history lesson in stealth games. I must say I'm super excited for the next game and I will definitely play it. And if you thought that A Plague Tale was done, apparently not. Resonance: A Plague Legacy expands that universe with a new story, new characters, and a world still haunted by plague, political chaos, and supernatural forces. The atmosphere looks just as dark, as oppressive as the previous games. So, we are going to expect stealth, exploration, the environmental puzzles, and the tense encounters where avoiding enemies is often smarter than fighting them directly. The narrative seems to be the main focus again. This one feels like one of those games where the world itself is almost a character. And finally, a Star Wars game that isn't just another shooter. Star Wars Zero Company is a single-player tactical strategy game set during the Clone Wars, where you command a squad of specialists on dangerous mission across the galaxy. You will recruit characters, build your team, manage resources, and make decisions that affect both combat and the story. Battles are turn-based, with positioning, cover, abilities, and squad synergy playing a huge role. Every unit has a different role, so choosing the right team can completely change how a mission plays out. And the coolest part is that it focuses on an original squad rather than famous movie characters. So these are the games I think are the most expected for this month. Don't forget to tell me in the comments which one or which ones are you excited to play, because I'm pretty sure you have at least one. So if you like to watch this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps a lot the channel to grow, and I will see you guys in the next video or in the next week with more games.